Well, the person that John showed was the perfect man. The time that I started to feel that I was not being respected, it really, sorry to say, but really upset me. I left our house with my daughter.
Wow, so where are we going?
To Feta, Mediterranean.
you love
Yes,
this place?
I love the place. It's very authentic Turkish food, and one of my friends, very good friends, owns it.
Oh, hello.
Yes, hi. Hello.
Hi. Hi, I am Karen.
Nice to meet you. My name is Furkan. Yes.
Furkan.
Yes, correct.
Oh, hello.
Hi,
Welcome,
Furkan. How are
welcome.
you?
Thank you so much.
Thank
I'm
you.
good. How are you?
So
Welcome
this is
to our
exciting. I
restaurant.
love the look of the restaurant.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, their
Check out
shawarma is really authentic.
So,
Really?
And they have authentic Turkish chef. So whatever you eat here is like in Turkey. And I have been to Turkey many, many years
I
back.
know, I love Turkey.
Yes, I won a pageant there, Miss Globe.
That's where you are?
Yes,
Really?
in Turkey, yes.
What's your
Ankara.
what is the first pageant you
It
won?
was Reina del Mar in
Okay.
Colombia.
Wow.
That was in 2002. And then 2003, I won Miss Globe International
Yeah.
in Turkey.
Yeah, so to everybody watching, this is one beauty that doesn't need filter.
Thank you.
No filter needed. How
Thank
tall
you.
are you?
I'm 5'10".
Okay, 5'10". I'm 5'3.5".
This is shawarma. We call it doner. Turkish version is shawarma is doner.
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 Donor. Yeah.
Donor,
Doner,
okay.
yes.
All right. Oh my gosh. He is ready, man.
And he will show you how to cut
Okay.
and bump it.
Okay, and
maybe
then I can
Priscilla
cut?
Go there. Yeah, you go cut.
You know, Karen, at this stage of my life, it's very dangerous to leave me with a knife like that. I may make some damage.
Wow, that looks so good. So shawarma is always beef.
We have beef and chicken version of the shawarma.
Oh.
Do you dare to try?
Can we
It's
try
really
this?
good.
Oh, you don't mind that I'm holding it? You don't mind? Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
It's really good.
What do you put in the sauce of the shawarma? That's the best.
The
What
garlic
do you call
sauce,
that? Yeah,
the
is it
garlic,
That's what you call
yogurt
it.
garlic, right?
Yogurt,
Yogurt,
garlic.
garlic, and then we have like spicy sauce. It's made by from the Turkey. Spicy is coming from Turkey, so special spicy for the shawarma. we are
Okay.
using. And the
Oh,
best
wow.
is
Oh my gosh, chef, I'm so
Okay,
hungry.
yeah,
Okay.
Okay, that's one. And then me too. Oh gosh, ang laki naman ito.
It's really good. So good.
Takaw girl.
Thank you.
Priscilla, I have to say you look great.
Thank you.
You look great.
Thank you.
What did you do?
I start loving myself the right way, and then of course it involves diet, exercising, words of affirmation, socializing with the right people, surround myself with the right people, and that makes me, start to enjoy more and be happy, and I think it reflects.
When you talk about loving yourself, it also has to do with walking away.
Yes, definitely. That's, I think, the number one step. Walking away from everything that harms you or that does not contribute for you to become a better version of yourself. So, dahil dyan, inaikot ko talaga yung buong buhay ko. And I start to focus on the things that I think I deserve, the things that I need, not that I want, but that I need, in order to, fulfill yung mga dreams ko.
Many people thought that John and Priscilla would have a happy ending. He's met the perfect woman. What was difficult in the whole marriage?
I guess the fact that it's a high-profile marriage already says it all. There is a lot of eyes on your relationship, the profession. John is an actor, and he lives in an environment that somehow hoping a lot of opportunities for things that are good, and for things that are not good. So I think you need to be, as a person, you need to be, have a very strong foundation and a very important sense of what family is all about and what matters. And I think that some people get lost, with all that attention, and somehow they end up somewhere that they didn't want to in the first place, because the intention of getting married is really a forever.
How old were you when you got married?
I was 27.
By that time, you were a beauty pageant winner.
Yeah. Actually, by getting married, it somehow, I didn't thought at the time that would signify, the end of a career, but it did end my career, because suddenly my title was Mrs. Estrada. And because of that, because now I need to focus in my family, I need to focus in my husband, in my daughter, I did give up, not even with the intention of giving up, but I did, prioritize them. That was what matters to me the most, because I always dream of getting married, of having my own family, and I wanted, all my attention, my heart was into it. So everything that I needed to do to make it work, to make it, long-lasting, and to give my daughter a background or an experience that I did not have. My parents were not together. They separated when I was 5 years old. So I grew up with my father, living very far away and never being able to attend any school event or any meaningful milestone of my life. So when I first got together with John, there's so much love involved. So my hopes were that I can give that to my daughter, which I did not have. Well, the person that John showed to me was the perfect man. He was acting and doing everything they're expecting in a partner. So he never hid his past. He was very vocal about his mistakes and the willingness of not committing them again. And he did ask for help so many instances in our relationship. And because of that, because of my unconditional love for them, I just keep trying to help him. So I don't think that I had the idea that he would change, because I really thought that he was already that person that I wanted him to be, that I expect him to be. It just happens that, I guess people come in seasons. And perhaps during that time, when we first got together, the love was so intense, the passion, and he's just like being himself at that moment, what he needed to be in order to get my attention, in order to, make me trust him, in order to make me love him. And I did do all of those. And I have no regrets. I think that relationships in general really drive you to, to perform your best, to show all the best sides of you. But of course, as you go along, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
And then eventually you uncover the other side of that person. The time that I started to feel that I was not being respected, it really, sorry to say, but really upset me so greatly, because I've always had, great respect for people in general. And I always put myself in somebody else's shoes. So even when it comes to relationships, to love relationships or friendships, I'm always like giving all the respect to the people. So the minimum I expect is that respect will be retributed. And if I see myself in a situation where that's not happening, it's very disappointing. So obviously, I'm going to withdraw myself from the relationship. Let's just say that John is a very friendly guy.
Yeah.
He's very friendly. That's not the only problem in any relationship. I think that's just the tip of the iceberg. Eventually, people tend to do the things that they are accustomed to. I think maybe John lives such a colorful life where he's used to do anything that pleases him, and people need to just adjust around. The problem is that he married me, and I don't adjust.
And you're a fighter.
Yeah, I'm a fighter, and I'm a great believer in family and values. And I just don't, I just not adjust around. I will do, say, and act accordingly what I think that's worth, what is my worth. And during the times that we had problems, I did so. And if I did stick around longer, it's because he made me believe that I could help him. And up to now, I still try to help him, because despite of anything and everything. He is the father of my daughter, and I hold still a great respect for being a good provider, for being a good person.
Many people were surprised that you were both together for your daughter's birthday.
Oh yes, why not? Actually, I made sure that that happened. I included him, and I didn't make him pay for the bills. I didn't make him pay for the bills. And he said, "Is it okay to invite my kids, my family?" I said, "Of course. Why not? Everybody's welcome. Who do you want to have there to make you feel comfortable?" I personally invite some of his close friends. I did all of that because it's Anechka's day. It's everything for Anechka, and John has been a great father so far. So there is no reason for him not to, to be involved and present in every milestone of her life.
But why aren't you angry? Why aren't you
Oh.
bitter? There are women that would not let their father see their kids.
Pero mali yan. Mali kasi dapat, yung para sa kabutihan ng bata, yung dapat focus. Minsan nanay, whatever makes my daughter happy and what's good for her, dyan ako na mag-focus, dyan ako mag-invest. Hindi dapat madamay siya dahil yung tatay niya, ako, we are in a different situation right now. So Anechka should suffer the consequences of our actions. For me, her well-being, it's number one. Even when I was in a situation in a marriage where I was not happy, I was still trying so hard for her. So why should she be the one to suffer, or to be the to have all that hurts that was embodying in that relationship that failed? If I do include John, it's because it's for my daughter. And that's a pattern that I will keep, no matter what happens.
Have you forgiven him?
Oh yeah, I forgave him many, actually years ago. Every time that something happened, I forgave him. But I do not forget. That's very different. Forgiven is given because we are all imperfect. Nobody's perfect. I myself have my flaws. I don't believe that a relationship fails just because of one person. Perhaps his intention or his idea of a successful relationship is the women being always submissive and just accepting, because he did share sometimes that, other families, other couples, they survive and it's okay. And I told him, no, it's not okay. I'm not okay. And perhaps you should marry someone else because I'm not that person that will be okay with you behaving certain way. And I cannot do that to myself. I understand you trying to do to me, but me doing to myself, I cannot.
There are women who will not step out because they're not working. They're relying on the man. Did you go through fears like that?
Oh yes, definitely. That's why before I step out of anything, I think and I prepare. So I would say that I'm very prepared. Emotionally, first one, financially, number two. But thank God, and thank that John is, a good provider. So far, he's been providing, regardless of what the situation ended up to be. And I just that's why I need to give to him in terms of that, because he does love his daughter so greatly.
Yeah.
And he is a good father. Maybe not a perfect father, but I think he's the best father that he can be, the way that he was taught, grow up to learn to be. He is a good provider, so I can give that to him.
You are still married.
Yes.
Do you want to stay married?
Oh well, that's a tough question, but I think that when I decided to do the things that I did, which means it's in the past, I cannot lie about it. I came forward in social media. I said something for the first time after 13 years of marriage. That behavior was not the first time that happened. It's been happening for many years. I endured a lot. People have no idea. What I can say is that if I step out, I said something, and we are where we are right now. I think it tells a lot. It tells a lot. For me right now, the best thing is for me to focus on myself, on my daughter, on my career. So let's just say that I believe still in in marriage. I believe in family, and I hope that one day I can achieve that dream that I always had of having the perfect family.
I am sure he's asked you back.
He does constantly, which is it's a little bit flattering because there is a lot of assumptions online. I get comments like, oh, you know, she's losing weight because she wants the husband back. He doesn't want anything to do with you, move on, things like that.
That's so terrible.
Yeah, and the thing is, that does not come from what happened. It's not based on what happened. So I understand that people just like to assume things. But fact is, I left our house with my daughter. So we are not sharing a home. And it has been for a while. I did that. I don't think that anyone that lived their home have the intention of getting their husband back. So if there is something that he and the people like him need to learn is that you cannot over and over treat people, you know, with lack of respect. Especially the ones that are good to you, that have done you good. I think that for 13 years, actually 14 years of marriage, I may not be the perfect wife, the perfect partner, the perfect mother, but I tried. And I gave my all, and that included the prime years of my life. And if he did not value that, well, perhaps someone else will. But my focus right now is really to get my back to work, to be there for my daughter, to be a good example for her, and to inspire people that if I did, they can also do it. And I understand that my situation may be not, you know, like others' situation, and perhaps they think that my situation is easier than their situation. But I just want to like remind them that no matter what situation you are, if you're like in a Baha'i kubo or if you're in a mansion, the pain is the same, the struggles are the same, and the courage that you need to have for yourself, for your kids, to stand up for yourself is the same. I don't have family around. I made my family in the Philippines. My parents, my dad actually passed away already. My mom, it's in Brazil. I have one brother, and they're all based in Brazil. They're not around me. So I need to be extra strong when I do anything, because in order for me to, you know, to stand my ground, I needed to create a family on my own. That's not blood related. So I surrounded myself with amazing women that support me, that back me up, that love me, and that are cheering for me, and that also call my attention to things that I need to be called for. Because sometimes, you know, your heart aches and your mind kind of gets fuzzy, and then you might commit like the same mistakes all over again. And then they are there to remind you that you deserve better.
Is it right to say for Priscilla, there is no looking back? That chapter is over. You are moving forward.
Yeah, the book is closed.
Wow! Okay.
That's the fun part.
Excited. All right, check out the bread. But you're not having any carbs.
I'm gonna eat,
A little,
remember?
okay.
That's what we
I need to
called,
pay
balloon
myself
bread,
sometimes.
Balloon bread.
Yes.
Okay, let's have a cut of it. Bakit balloon bread?
I love Mediterranean food. I love the freshness, you know, the spices that they use to marinate everything. And everything's grilled. I don't like fried food.
Do you cook?
Yes, I cook. I cook anything and everything that you can imagine, including Filipino food.
Oh, you're a good cook.
Yes, I am a good cook. I can claim that. I'm not the best, but I mean, I have the will to learn. So even through online nowadays, it's so easy.
What do you call
That's-
this process?
We call it breaking the pot. I mean, there is not really
I could have answered that.
specific things, but it's show, like Turkish show, like we are
What is
making this
inside?
beef stew and then some veggies inside. We call it like testi Cappadocia kebab for this. Specific Turkish traditional food.
Oh, wow.
All
So
right.
inside is beef, not
Yes,
lamb.
it's beef.
Beef. Okay.
One. Let's go. One.
Okay,
Oh,
chef.
Two.
Oh, wow.
That's how we broke it.
Wow, it's for the beef stew.
It's so clean.
Yes.
Look how we broke it. ang linis ng leeg nung jar.
Oh, you're gonna pour it.
Pour it in the sizzling plate.
Oh, paano tayo magbe-belly dance?
So from belly bulging to belly dancing. Wow!
Nice.
Ooh la la.
Wow, that is so good. Oh, look, there's beef, there's
Beef and vegetables. Good job, chef.
Wow! Yes.
You know what? When I was 18, I was part of actually a professional belly dance group.
Wow!
I was. We performed.
She is
we
a
competed.
professional belly
Yes,
dancer.
Hello, hi.
Kilala.
I'll teach you to do basic belly dancing.
Okay.
But
Basic.
you know, in Mediterranean, belly dancing is part of life. So it was taught to the mothers and their daughters for easy childbirth. Also,
really?
yes, correct. And also, it's a dance of the people. So that separate men and women. But having said that, this is actually a celebratory dance also.
This is Priscilla's celebration.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Priscilla. Okay.
Put your right foot in, right foot
Okay.
forward para
For the
you
left,
emphasize.
okay lang?
Left, okay,
Okay,
lang. Para,
left na tayo.
para we're, and then you put your hip and
Hip
drop.
And drop.
Hip,
Hip
and drop. So hip, drop, 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 drop. You're gonna feel it here in your obliques.
Kaya naman.
Yan.
Kaya, diba?
There you go. Yala. This is where you do it a little bit faster.
I like the noise.
There. Yeah, because the wearing of the hip scarf. Yeah, make it fast and then bring it down. Down. The more you move your legs, the more you trim down your tummy.
Trim, 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 trim.
And twist it.
Galing, diba? Are you okay? Okay.
Guess who is here to pick up her mom?
It's the other way around.
Yeah, she's picking you up.
Yes.
I'm Karen.
This is Tita Karen. This is Anechka. This is my
Anechka,
daughter.
you turned 13. Good God, how tall are you?
She's 5'11 already.
5'11.
Because I have heels,
Yeah,
and I think,
naka-heels.
height,
You're
right?
wearing heels kasi.
Ah,
But so she's
yeah.
5'11.
Yeah, or maybe going 6 already. I'm not so sure. I stopped counting. Stop
But you're still
measuring.
growing.
Yes, she's just 13.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Oh, I want to be a singer.
She
You
wants to be a
wanna
singer.
You know, like you sing now.
Yeah.
Can you sing for me a little?
Oh,
What do you perform in the school, baby? O pato.
okay. O pato, vinha cantando legalmente, quen, quen, quando México sorride te pediu, vai já também no samba, no samba, no samba.
She's singing in Spanish.
In Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Yes.
So really of Portuguese,
Portuguese.
heritage.
Brazil is Portuguese.
Yes, when you become a singer, where do you want to do it? Do you want to do it here in Brazil?
All around, probably.
Yeah. What can you say about your mom?
Oh, she's an amazing mother, and she's also an amazing friend to talk to whenever I'm in need of trouble, and she's very caring and loving.
We're besties. We're best
Besties,
friends,
yes.
yes.
Clearly, you are extremely beautiful, but what is
Thank you.
next?
A lot of things happened, and then I found myself enjoying this. So now I love acting, I love hosting. I still have like a lot to improve in terms of the language, in terms of the technique, but it's something that brings me pleasure. Right now, I'm very active in social media. I have a vlog. I love traveling. It's a passion of mine, so I have a traveling vlog. I just did start a podcast with a friend where, you know, we can talk about mundane things, about life in general, and maybe share some experiences and connect with other women. And I found myself really enjoying this. So if I can make this profitable, you know, and make money out of it, why not?
And how did you really changed your whole body. You were always, she was always amazing, but of course, now you are even better than you were before.
Thank you.
How did you do it? You lost over 40 pounds.
Yes, I did. I did go through a health condition. During the pandemic, I found out I had endometriosis. It's an endometrial cyst, and it was located outside of my uterus, because endometriosis is endometrial cells that move outside of the uterus. And it was located in my abdominal muscle. And then I needed to have it extract. So I had a surgery. I undergo the knife last April 2024. And then after that, I decided that from that point on, I'm going to do everything that I need to do to get me back, to get Priscilla back. What I knew Priscilla to be before Priscilla became a wife and a mom. So what I did was I removed everything that I knew to be bad for me, which included sugar, processed sugar, no sugar.
So wala na po siyang asukal.
6 months, now I can have a little bit. But I mean,
6 months, no sugar.
no sugar, no bread, and I love bread. Bread and we have an affair.
Yeah.
Before,
Wow,
not now anymore.
So disiplinado po siya.
And no any lactose, no dairies. And then a lot of supplements, like of course, multivitamins, vitamin C, and go on,
Do you
magnesium.
love Priscilla today?
I love myself more today because I started to, to dedicate time to myself and to really assess how I felt, assess my emotions, and prioritize them, because it matters the way you feel. Sometimes we may say that, oh, it's just a feeling, or, just because through the years, I somehow, in order to survive and to be able to go from one day to another, I would just suppress everything that I was feeling so that I can be productive, so that I can do the things that I need to do. And that bottled up a lot of things, emotions that I was not aware that I actually needed to feel fulfilled in my life. So I just wanted to survive, to get to the end of the day and then be done and over it, and then start another day, because I need to be a mom, I need to be a wife, I need to take care of the house, I need to do this and that. So I just wanted to be done. And then so that next day is again and again, and it becomes so unfair to yourself. I was just like in the autopilot. What I have to do, I just do what I have to do. And then when those transformations happen, when I start to eat the right thing and I start to assess everything the way I was feeling, why I was feeling that way, and all the negative emotions that I had bottled up, and I let it out and analyze it, and I validate them, I process them, then I start to realize that, oh wow, I'm actually someone worth living for.
Is there a lesson you would like to share to the audience?
Nothing is worth your peace. So peace is really everything. Be able to lie down your head in the pillow and sleep throughout the night, there is no price that's worth to abdicate yourself from that. We all have so much to share. We have so much love to give. How can you give love? You have no love for yourself, love inside.
Do you have a message for John?
For John?
I'm curious.
Yeah, well, my message to John is that I have no regrets. We had a wonderful life despite of all the roller coasters. I do have high regards for him. I do respect him as the father of my daughter. And I'm grateful that he's a good provider. He always says that he loves me so much. And I believe he does in his own way. The issue is, Karen, he does not love me the way I deserve to be loved. And that's the issue. So I do believe that he tries his best. The problem is his best is not what I need. So I really cherish all the moments, and I'm here to support him. I pray and hope that he continues to be a good father, that his actions do not reflect whatever's happening in our relationship, because mine will never. Whatever happens between the two of us, we're not ending up together. I will always have high appreciation for him being the father of Anechka. I know that he has high hopes that maybe one day the way I feel changes. I don't think so, because I'm the type of person that when I step out of the room, I'm gone. So I fight until the last minute, until my last breath. But once I decided no more, it's no more. And I actually joke with him and a lot of my friends. I say, well, if he becomes a pastor. I'm always reminded that I'm God's favorite child. And He is with me through all the walks of my life. And no matter what happened, He has my back.